going to take a look at a lot of different price points today in this video, and at the end you can summarize it all. This is a lot of different opportunities in the market, whether you go to a big card show, a small card show, your local card shop, Target or Walmart, or you go on Facebook Marketplace and you're trying to find a deal. There's a lot of different price points out here, or if you just like buying on TCG Player or eBay, that's another way to do it. It's Pat's Projects. Hit me up with a sub. We're pushing 800 now, on the road to 1K. Can't thank y'all enough. Hit that like button and share it so that this video gets out to more people. The summary at the end will go through a lot, but to begin, or start right here with Paldean Fates Tins. The Charizard one, it's almost pushing $170 now. On the year, it's up 67%. When it came out, it was in that ballpark of like 55, 60 bucks, and or no, 40 to 50 bucks. 40 to 50 bucks. And maybe it was even $30. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen one of these in a store. The last one I found, it was back in, we're talking like June, July last year, 2025. The Great Tusk and Iron Treads tins as well, those are still in the $50 range. It's all the Charizard promo that made this box go through the moon. Okay, just take an eye on it. Another chest to take a look at is your Celebrations chest. It's in that same price point, around $160. On the year, it's up 150%. Everybody's been shilling Celebrations for a while now. Just keep an eye out for some of these products. If you find them and you can get them for a decent deal, it's not the end of the world. The Crown Zenith tin, the Galarian Moltres. That's another one. It's I believe, I want to say it's a Shinji Kanda. I could be wrong on that. I think it is. It's up 90% on the 1 year chart into the $120 range. Now, everybody's favorite booster box, Destined Rival, the bundles are still readily available. They're chilling. The 6 month chart does it more justice. It's up about 20%. It was getting pre-ordered and pre-released for in that same ballpark of $70 to $80. So if you don't have any, it's not a bad idea to pick them up for 50 bucks. If you can find it for MSRP, of course, it's a win. But it doesn't hurt to have exposure to certain things. So why not pick it up for under 60 before it hits 70 like a lot of these other bundles we're about to show you. And Phantasmal Flames is the same thing. It came out on pre-release in that ballpark of $70, $80. And then you see the real buying happens once it hits that vending machine and MSRP is there. So it's in the $50 range. Phantasmal Flames bundles are never a bad thing. They're easy to store. Doesn't hurt to grab them. Prismatic Evolutions. On the 1 year chart, it's back to where it was on pre-order opportunities. So give it time. It'll be over it unless we get another bundle restock. These things will hit. They'll hit $75 to $80 soon. So you got to take that into consideration. What's your price point? What are you willing to stomach? And how much are you ready to invest? 151 booster bundles. They're up 130% from that $60 price point of all the other booster bundles I showed you. $50, $60. Let's see. Its bottom was 49 bucks on the secondary market. So that $50 range is like the average when the most product out there in the world is out there. And now it's gone up to $150, almost $160. Take your time. So then you got Ascended Heroes right now on pre-release. It's always at its same market, that $70 to $80 price point on pre-release. What do you feel you're comfortable doing? Do you want to buy it on pre-order and just have it? Do you want to wait till it dips down to 55 and save yourself about 15 bucks a bundle? That's up to you, not for me to decide. Paldean Fates booster bundles. I tried buying up every single one in my area. Right around here, when I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and I was moving towards it, everybody was asking for 60. I was trying to get them for 50 to 55. And there was somebody in the state that was offering everybody 75 bucks, $10 more for everything, and they bought them all up. I'm sure it was probably a hobby shop. There's a couple people around me that gloat about doing $1 million on Facebook every year. So it's like, that stuff's gone. You had your window. I had my window. It's always that $50 to $60 range. People are like, oh, if it's not MSRP, I'm not buying it. Well, have fun. Did you see the new videos of the scalpers fighting each other in Target and punching somebody in the face over Pokemon cards? You want to go wait in that line? Just buy it for 50. It's not the end of the world, especially when a year later it's going to 120 or 130. You hold this thing for 3 years. Or even just buy 6. Sell 3. Recoup everything you got and a little bit more. And then hold on to 3 for the long shot. Sell 2. Keep 1 for the long haul, or sell 1 when you feel comfortable. If you wouldn't buy the product for the price it's at, it's not a bad idea to sell it. Kingdra special illustration collection boxes. Just want to show you. Let me see if any. Of course, none of the charts are working. The charts moving all the way up to the top. It's up about 170-ish%. I don't know if it takes into that 0 into account. But no, I don't think it does. The reality is it's moving into the 140 range. This is Shrouded Fable, and understand Shrouded Fable isn't the big card in this set. It's really the Kingdra and Greninja promo. The promo is what makes this collection box move. Another collection box you can take a look out for is the Tag Team one. This one's just a little bit ahead of the Shrouded Fable one. Shrouded Fable's in the 140s. This one you can find it for $235 to $250. So it's where do you value your opportunity in your collection and what do you want to get? Another collection box. There's the Vaporeon, the Flareon, and the Jolteon one out of this. It's a lovely, lovely box. It's into the $300 price point now. So you got to take into consideration, are you in the 150s for a couple? Do you want to buy the 200s for maybe a little bit less? Are you buying just one box that's worth $300? Here's another one, the Pikachu. Everybody's probably seen this Pikachu V. It's a much cheaper opportunity, $55 right now for this collection box. You have to take into your consideration what you're trying to value. Crown Zenith is still on the move with the ETBs moving up. The collection boxes are only a matter of time. They haven't hit that through the roof FOMO pump yet. They're only up 30% on the 1 year into the $100 range. Now this is a big one, the Celebrations UPC. If you have one, hold it, protect it, really protect it. Maybe get an acrylic case for $20 to $30 for it. Up 116% on the year. It's about to dance over the $1,000 mark. This is where you start to see, shout out to the people that put them in acrylics and protect them. $1,000, it basically is $1,000. Then you get your Legendary Warriors collections. The Legendary Warriors collection box, they're into the 50% range right now. Now these are still a variety of opportunities. The Legendary Warriors one isn't so hot. The promos aren't that hot in it, and it's a big different opportunity. So you got to take that into consideration when you're buying some of these. Do you want Silver Tempest? Do you want to just rip it? That's not the hottest box out there. There are others, like the Pikachu VMAX Premium Collection box. This one on the 1 year has only gone up about 50%, but it's into the range of 200 now. So keep an eye out for some of these. Celebrations, if you haven't noticed the trend we've been going through right now, up 109% on the year. It's into the 115 range. The Charizard promo from Lance's Charizard in it. It's a hot card. I can't remember what it is in a PSA 10 off the top of my head. Celebrations collection box. And just so you... But if you watched it up till now, hit this video with a like. I can't thank y'all enough. Comment real one down below because you already know. We go off vibes. That's really it. This video is sponsored by y'all, so hit that like button. Thank you guys. It's free. If you haven't noticed, we're gearing up towards getting ready for the anniversary stuff. So with that being said, there still are plays out here to look back in the past or just recognize what opportunities are going to come in the future. The Celebrations collection The Pikachu V Union with the 4 different with the 4 different cards of Pikachu as a bigger one for your binder. It's coming into the $150 range. Legendary, I already did Legendary Warriors, my bad. Paldean Fates, I misclicked it. The Paldean Fates Great Tuscan Iron Treads box. I was screaming at you guys. It was a screaming buy when it came out. We're only 4 or 5 months away from it being out. It dipped down to $100, and I bought every single one I could find in my area. And that was the best thing that I've seen in a long time. That was right in your face. It was basically the same thing like the Blooming Waters boom. That was a big screaming buy. This one was a big screaming buy. Now you're up about 40%. It hasn't done its double yet. But it's definitely worth picking up. If you go to a card show and you see a couple of these, if you can knock $25 off the price and the guy's willing to give it to you, it's not the end of the world. Now these were another screaming buy. These prismatic premium figure collections. And if they get reprinted, I would still pick more up. Now, the 6-month chart, the 3-month chart is really where you start to see up almost 50%. These were only there was only 5 or 10 listed back then. And then when it finally came out at the $100 price point, now it's moved up almost $100. It's into the range of basically $190 right now. Now, the Zapdos box and the Alakazam box from 151, they're at the $90 to $100 range. They're up about 50% on the 1-year chart. So these guys are taking off just like every other 151 product out there. The Zapdos box is a little bit cheaper than the Alakazam box just because there's a Kadabra promo in it, and Kadabra's finally got his first print in the 20-ish years. The Sea and Sky premium box, shout out to Wind and Waves. It's a huge box out of the Crown Zenith collections, and you can get it for still just barely under $300. It's up almost 110%. Now this Unova Heavy Hitters premium collection, a lot of people were not really interested in it. I don't want to say everybody because that's not true. People were slow buying this. It came out in Costco. It's up about 50% right now. People were trying to buy them off people from Costco for $60 to $70. And the value in the packs alone were $100 at the time. This box, if you can get it for $100 right now, that's not a bad pickup for everything Black and Bolt and White Flare has been given. And Black Bolt and White Flare is one of the only sets anybody can open right now where you actually have a pretty decent chance of making your money back per price per pack. The Morpeko V Union box, the collection box here, we're into the 90% range. It's up in a year. It's into the range of 170 now. Your Sam's Club box, this was a screaming buy. What was it, 15 packs? 14 packs. It was sitting on the $100 price point for months. You could have gotten it for about $100 for the longest time, and now it's finally moved, and it's moving into the $200 range now. Keep an eye out here for a lot of these things. And then everybody knows, unless you live under a rock or you just started yesterday, Blooming Waters. Now don't FOMO buy into Blooming Waters, a lot of them, but if you can buy 1 or 2, you got to be careful. This was when Blooming Waters first came out. This was around the time when Costco was still accepting, and Walmart was accepting returns. So people were sliding out the seal, taking all the hits, sliding it back in and gluing it and taking it back. So the Blooming Waters premium collection is a tough one. There used to be a lot of videos out of people not doing the greatest things with these boxes. So just be careful with who you buy it from. This one is specifically. On the 1 year, it's up 102% though. It's into the $300 range now. If you can trust the person you're getting it from, that's really what matters with this box. The 151 UPC, this is just through the roof now. 110% in the 1 year. It's now dancing on the $800 line. It's going to be close to be 800 pretty soon. The Mega Charizard UPC, it's funny because it came out high and then it dropped to its price point of around 130, and then everybody was like, well, Costco has it for 99, why would I get it for 130? And people were mad. But now it's doubled that Costco price, and now it's into the range of, let's see, the first seller selling it for 190 from first Gold Star seller. It's basically a $200 UPC now. And for a month, from December to January, everybody was, every time someone posted a picture of this, is this a good buy? Everybody's screaming no. So I feel like those people that are just screaming no have to be bots that are just telling people to not buy things so that somebody else out there can. The Team Rocket's Moltres UPC, it's not a bad UPC. The thing that was tough about it was a GameStop only exclusive, so there was a lot of pushback on this item for a while. If you bought one for under $200, that's a win. It's only gone up in the 3 months about 20%, so it hasn't had its crazy boom. If they had only Destined Rivals packs in it, it would make it a lot different. I think the pack choices is what made this box tough. But it's $160 now. Sorry, $260 now. My apologies. Some booster boxes. People were screaming for booster boxes from Surging Sparks for a while, and Surging Sparks does get a big opportunity with the buys. Now it's dancing on that line. The limelight isn't really in its face. Vending machines are still getting this product, and that's why it's sitting with a lot of people with not Gold Star seller opportunities for about $250 to $260. You can find, I want to see the First Hobby Shop. Where are we looking here? First Hobby Shop's got it for $300. They know what they have. So you have to think about that when it comes into boxes like Surging Sparks. Do you want to pick it up for $240 to $250 at a card show? No brainer. That's not a bad buy. Because then when you have Phantasmal Flames is the hot box right now. It's chilling into the range of where it was at for pre-orders. Back up to the $300 price point. First Hobby Shop's got it for $325. Destined Rivals is finally coming back off its highest high of over 600. It's up 40%, 46% on the year. It's now chilling right on the range of $500. Don't get 36 packs. Just find a hobby shop for about $540. That's really where your price point is for this, $540. Surging Sparks ETBs. A year ago, these were selling for about $115 at its peak before the giant reprint in August, September. $115, these bad boys were up there, and now they're chilling into the $85 range. It'll hit 90 soon, and before you know it, they'll be printing Chaos Rising, and Surging Sparks might be $100. It's not the end of the world to pick up a couple of these, especially if you go into your card shop and they got them listed for $95. It's still under its highest peak of about $120. Ascended Heroes is funny. I want to put it like this. When you see videos of people fighting over product in stores, you know it's a hot set. People love the God Packs. The gambling aspect of it is right in your face. It's a reality. Now, is it coming down? Yes, people are getting a lot of this product. Pre-order was $100 to $115. It started off $125 to $150, and now it's fallen to about $105. Anything under $100 for Ascended is a good win. So take that into consideration when somebody on Facebook Marketplace is like, hey, I got 4 Center Heroes ETBs. I'm selling them for 80 per. Buy them. If you trust the person, if you have mutual friends with them, if you know they look clean, buy them. Center Heroes Pokemon Center ETBs. I find it funny that these are over 300. I thought they were going to fall. I'm not going to lie to you. 225 to 250 is always the buy when a new Pokemon Center ETB comes out on the secondary market. At that first week, people were saying, I'll buy Pokemon Center ETBs for 200, which I completely understand. A lot of the people on Facebook Marketplace, hey, 200 for a Pokemon Center ETB right now, get your cash. So you can be that person too, doing the same thing and then holding on to it for the long haul. It's not the end of the world. Prismatic Evolutions ETBs are chilling into the $200 point. They'll be 200 after this weekend. If you go to a card show and you're looking for them, they're only up about 30% on the 1 year. But on the 6 month, they're up about 66%, and they're up 70% on the 3 month chart. And it's going to start moving. If the reprints don't come, if they start to move other sets into the equation, it could end up like 151 in a year, where it dances on the $400 price point for a while. And so it's going to be interesting to see. A year ago, this was $200, right where Prismatic is now. And then as the print window's finishing, it went from 200 to 500. So Prismatic could follow in the same footsteps as 151. That's why I wanted to put that after. Say thanks, Pat, or 151 or Prismatic. If you know, you know. But you have to take that into consideration. It's a $600 box now from Hobby Shop's standpoint. The Celebrations ETB, on the 1 year, it's up 120%. It's on the $300 mark now. This one's still moving too. And then you got stuff like Silver Tempest. If the $300 to $200 is still a little bit too much for you, there's still some hot boxes out there for up 80% into the 120 range right now. $125, $130 from a hobby shop. And then you got stuff like this with the Phantasmal Flames, Charizard, the Pokemon Center ETB. It's chilling. To give it the true aspect, it's not done a whole lot yet, and that's okay. It's into the range of $200. Could there be another reprint of this? Maybe, but anything from the Pokemon Center under $250 is always not a bad pickup if you don't have one. Getting into Costco, anything you can get from Costco or Sam's Club is a buy. BJ's doesn't do that big bulk discount on products. I know it's the cheapest entry point, so you have to think about this. You're getting a really cheap entry point and you'd like to rip it. I get that. I like to invest more than I like to rip these days, just because it's hurt my wallet too much. $220 now for the tins. 2 packs for Surging Sparks. $150 basically right now. These bad boys were dancing on the $73 price point on the secondary market at the low when they came out. And then you got Costco, the 151 mini tins. It's 5 tins and a couple promos, and it's $250. It's nuts. The Prismatic Booster Bundle, a lot of people didn't like that it was like when you take it out of the wrapper, these aren't wrapped. But I respect that because it should stay as a bundle. You get 10 packs for $90 right now, and the promo inside. I don't even know what the Umbreon promo is, how much it's worth right now. But it's still a deal. It's still a deal right now. It's a $9 pack deal, but it is still a deal right now. The Pokemon Center ETBs that we've been talking about, on the year, it went at the low of about $200. It's always a buy. 200 to 250 is always a buy. There was a couple opportunities to buy back then, and now you're looking at 410, 425 to 450 First Gold Star sellers got you at $4.55. First Hobby Shop is basically $4.75. Prismatic is moving. Destined Rivals, ETBs. This one quietly crept up in the last 3 months, up 50%. It didn't have a huge jump. It just slowly trickled because there hasn't been much product. 5 to 6 a day being sold. By the weekend, it'll be a $200 ETB. Paldea Evolved had one big buyout. Let's see. So 6 months ago, it had over 400 in a day. It went from about $90 all the way through the moon up to 200. But it's up 90% on the year. And it doesn't take a lot of buyouts or a lot of capital in certain products to move the needle up $10, $20, $50. I mean, someone bought every Moonbryon on TCG Player for about 60 grand. That was a year ago, and it moved it from $1,100 to $2,300 in one day. Obsidian Flames. Now this ETB on Black Friday 2 years ago, after it came out, was chilling on shelves for $20 in stores. Now, if you bought it then, you're making a killing right now. It's into the range of $175, coming in at $180 very soon. First Hobby Shop is selling it for basically $200. These Evolving Skies ETBs have been a buy for a while now. Now they're starting to reach that price point where it's going to take some time and some capital for people to really want to buy them. It's about one a day, but that buyout was back in the 300 to 350 range. Somebody bought 10, and now it's had its leg up to over 500. This box is now basically sitting at 550 from hobby shops. Same thing with the Evolving Skies, the Leafeon, the Flareon, the Umbreon, and the Jolteon box. It had another buy. These were buying for a while, 1 to 2, 4 a day. Now it's into the range of over $500. It's going to be $550 soon. And then this box, the Sun and Moon base set box. Now, nothing too crazy about it, but if you don't have one, there's 2 of them. Get which one you want. It's up 90% on the year. It's into the range of 210. Now this Burning Shadows box, nothing too crazy about it. I just like the artwork on it. It's into the range of $106. It's closing in on the $300 price point pretty soon. Or up 106%, my bad. It's $295 right now. Now you got a couple goats, the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB. It's been chilling on the 400 range for a while now. The reason this one's at the end, it hasn't really been high volume for this past month. It's close to 1 a day. But with 1 a day happening, that just primes it for somebody to come in and strike with 5 to 10 grand and really send this thing to 600 very soon. So if you've been eyeing a Paldean Fates box because Mimikyu is one of your favorites, don't get hurt if you sit on the sidelines and miss it. If you need to get it or you want to get it for your collection, it's not a bad pickup at 400. Destined Rivals Pokemon Center ETBs are in that same boat, the 400 to 450 range. They sell a little bit better than the Paldean Fates ones, but it's in the same boat. This thing is going to sniff $500 pretty soon if there's no reprints coming. But people keep begging for reprints, speculating there'll be reprints. But we'll see. The 151 Pokemon Center ETB, and it's just amazing to see that this thing's already into the $1,400 range. It was sniffing on a line of $850. I had a chance to buy one. It had a tear in it. I couldn't justify it because the guy wanted market for it with a tear, and I'm like, take 20% off, and he wouldn't. And that's the reality. If I had the tear box and someone was trying to buy it from me and I offered them market for it, that's tough. but tears are typically 10 to 20% off a box. And as it gets more and more expensive, that 20% is cutting into what you want for the cost of it in the long run of things. And I just couldn't justify doing it that way. So you have to take that into consideration when you're buying something this expensive. Yeah, it's up to $1,400 now. And then one last one to take a look at. With cases out there, there's not everything has case premiums yet. You just have to buy it at the right time. And looking at the 6-month chart, not a lot of sales. It's chilling on the $700 for a while now, but it had its first leg up into the 800, and then once that happens, everything kind of halts, and now everybody relists. Now hobby shops are selling it for about $1,000. So what would you rather have, one Pokemon Center 151 ETB, or would you rather buy the one case of ETBs, which gets you 10 ETBs, that in the future you could break down and sell 5 of them, recoup your investment plus a little bit of profit, and then have the others for whatever you think you're comfortable with. I don't like buying sealed cases from some random guy on the street that I've never met before, just for the fact that you've seen so many scams out there right now where people say it's a 151 ETB case, and then you open it and it's Shrouded Fable. That's happened there's 2 or 3 videos floating around on Instagram and TikTok of that happening. And so just protect yourself at the end of the day. That's really what matters. But there's so many different price points. There's so many different products, especially if you're into the sealed collecting, to add to your collection. There's a lot out there. I know I do dance on the ETBs, the Pokemon Center ETBs, the booster boxes, booster bundles, booster packs, and the singles in a lot of sets. But I wanted to give you a wide variety of wins and W's out there that I have been telling you to do for the last year. And if you listened, you're up big, and that's a great win. And I'm not going to keep stopping because it's Pat's Projects. I want to win, and I want you guys to win too. Hey, at the end of the day, we do this for their family, for your family. Comment for my family down below. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time, Pat out.